If you're wondering to yourself, Sonic, why is it that you're starting off the video clapping? Well, that's because I'm genuinely impressed with Sneako. I've never seen anybody employ hypocrisy the way Sneako does. He operates at a GM level with incredible mechanics. He has a black belt in double standards, and it's absolutely obvious. We're going to take a look at him do one thing and then say another, and it's going to be incredible. So I'm sure that you guys are aware of the video that is currently going viral on Twitter. If you've seen this video is exemplary of what I'm talking about when I say hypocrisy. So this security guard here was antagonized by Sneako, and just like WWE, the security guard gave it to him raw and delivered a smackdown. And we know it's Sneako because he never developed a defense mechanism to camouflage within the crowd. If you take a look at this camera angle, you can see that Sneako was out there sticking out like a middle finger, sticking up his middle finger towards the security guard, and for whatever reason was highly motivated to just flick his hat off. Now, I don't know what motivational quote he read to hype himself up to do that, but nonetheless, the result was, hey Sneako, try saying truth.
The whole truth.
Yeah, he fucked his ass up. So now let's go ahead and discuss the hypocrisy. And trust me when I tell you, man, you guys want to brace yourself because you're going to be mind blown. As a matter of fact, we need a warning label.
Warning, the following program contains scenes of...
Fuck that. Let's just go in raw.
And they turn off the mic and they start playing degenerate Sexy Red music. Like, we're literally here to talk about the future of America. They start playing Sexy Red. I got pissed. At first, I was trying to figure out how to unplug the speaker because they were playing music instead of letting Nick have his speech. And so afterwards, like, he's taunting, he's flipping everybody off. And so I taunt back. And he was flicking people first.
I like how Sneako uses a bit of social judgment theory to try to persuade people into thinking that, yeah, what he did was correct. He's trying to use latitudes of acceptance by talking about how, well, that guy, he was flicking people off first. Bro, I watched the video and it doesn't seem like that was the case. So I have a quick question for you guys, okay? Would you say that Sneako, what he was doing there was, I don't know, spinning the narrative? I mean, you guys watched the video, the same video I watched, right? Well, this is Sneako elaborating on how people are going to spin the narrative.
It's completely, like, no matter what they want to say, people are going to try to spin the narrative to their direction. But that was completely unprofessional.
Sneako, what do you mean people are going to be spinning the narrative? The way you were telling your truth sounded like it had a bunch of creative edits and a ton of special effects. If I did not know you and I heard your story right after watching that video, I would have thought that that was a rough draft for a potential bestseller in a genre of fiction. And not only that, let's talk about how he thought that the security guard was being disrespectful and unprofessional. Of course, the guy has feelings. The guy has beliefs. Of course, he's gonna skydive into your personal space and one punch man your facial faculties. Was it okay for him to do that? Absolutely not. But the problem is that if you get physical first, you lose. And unfortunately, Sneako, you got physical first. You flicked his head off. So don't be surprised if someone ends up long jumping over common sense and gives you a crash course on facial deformities. So Sneako has showcased to us that he could be a hypocrite at least twice, because the first one is love speech. The entire time he was just screaming dysphemisms to that security guard and even got physical. The second is that he's talking about how people are spinning the narrative when he himself is spinning the narrative. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about this third action that Sneako enacted, although I will say that this is a little bit more speculative, but considering Sneako's impressive record of hypocrisy, his double standards will double after this. Brace yourself for what you're about to hear, because this is much worse than a cat scratching a chalkboard.
Big fan Sneako. Took a pic with you on the roof at the venue.
Nice to meet you.
We talked about neon for a second. Don't usually like asking for pics because I feel like
okay,
it's
you're yapping.
negative or
Instead of
might as
yapping
well
here, you
for
should
the
have jumped in,
memories.
bro. You should have jumped in when I was dazed. Turn off TTS for a bit. This dude's... Okay,
Tell me, please, someone tell me that Sneako didn't just say that. Essentially, what Sneako is saying is that this fan donated to him. He said it was nice to meet him. And Sneako said, yeah, you're yapping. All right, hey, can someone turn him off because he didn't jump in when I committed an error. So let me get this straight. You commit a mistake and all of a sudden it's a team building exercise? Get the fuck out of here, man. Sneako has to be out of his mind. Actually, I don't even think he's out of his mind. I think that he's just taking a break from reality, because he gives me the impression that he would give a blueberry CPR because it's blue. I don't want to join a physical altercation that I don't belong in. I don't have a championship title that I have to defend. And most importantly, why, if I jump into this altercation, I'm going to be defending someone like Sneako, who ended up initiating that physical altercation. Will I also be in the wrong for that, or will Sneako be in the wrong for that? Because technically, Sneako is kind of putting me in that danger. And so I would be fighting for the wrong cause. Now, here's the thing, because oftentimes we have those friends that love to get into trouble. And for some reason, they're always trying to tag you into the ring so that you can go in there and fuck them up. Like, bro, why? If you have friends that want you as a stunt double, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. You guys are better than that. And trust me when I tell you, man, if you don't jump into physical altercations on their behalf, safety perks always outweigh friendship perks. Because your homie's discount is definitely not going to help you when that hospital bill slaps you with a fat bill. And Sneako doesn't exactly look like the type of person that likes to split the bill. So don't let anybody convince you that if you're loyal to them, that they'll have your back. Because as soon as somebody ends up pulling out even a water gun and they aim it at you, he's not even gonna dive in front of it. There's no bros before hoes. There's no homie's handbook. There's just you and your brain. Make the right decisions. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. It's a pretty short video, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to just talk about that. Those are the things that I noticed about Sneako. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. That's all I have for you guys. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something today.